Welcome to Bible at the Bay. Here we are in Honesdale, Pennsylvania with our special guest, Rabbi Dr. Jeffrey Kobrin, head of school at North Shore Hebrew Academy in Great Neck, New York. It's great to have you here.
It's great to be here.
Here we are in chapter 4 of the Book of Kings. And 4 opens, after a lot of drama in the first 3 chapters, with a bit more of a boring opening. We have Solomon turning his monarchy really into a political entity and a regime, really kind of unprecedented in Israelite history in terms of the depth and wealth and power. But we open with what seems to be kind of tedious list of jobs and government officials. What's the kind of point of having that list, and particularly as compared to David's opening kind of list of officials? We have very different players taking the prominent role in this list of who's at the top.
Listen, I think government sometimes is boring. And it's about lists, and it's about people, and it's about this person's in charge of this, and that person's in charge of that. And that needs to be something of record, which is what I think the text is doing. But what's interesting to me, and something that you pointed out, is that the hierarchy, like who's more important and who's closer to the top, is different for Solomon than it was for his father David. David was much more of a warrior, and his agenda was conquer the kingdom and establish rule throughout the entire country.
So his chief of staff is number 1.
That was Yoav, who we've seen, back in Samuel, who was a real gangster and took control. The second to the top for Solomon is, I believe it's the Kohen Gadol, it's the high priest in the temple. So Solomon is already reimagining what the kingdom is going to be, or what his kingship is going to be, in a totally different way, which he's able to do because David did all that heavy lifting a generation before.
And it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in terms of his own position of power vis-a-vis the temple as being such a central part of the monarchy.
That temple is going to be very, very important as a symbol and as a center, but we'll see how that goes.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.